Good morning, Isaiah and Sarah. I hope you had a great holiday and are ramping up to kick off 2026 with a bang. I'm sorry this is a little bit late, but I did promise you a video to kind of explain the difference between some of the home options that you were looking at and that we had talked about last week or a couple weeks ago. So I want to start with like the basic easy one. So single family home, right? It's a detached home, not connected by any other homes. You own the home, you own the land that it sits on. Sometimes there might be a homeowners association or an HOA that governs that home and the homes in that community. Basically, what an HOA's responsibility is to kind of preserve the community. So, like in the case of a single family home that might have an HOA, what they're looking for is that everyone is painting their houses the right colors, right? They're not painting pink or purple or turquoise or black, right? They might have set palettes that you can choose from to paint your house. They make sure that the trash cans are put away. They make sure that holiday lights are put away in a timely manner, things like that. So really, job is just kind of to preserve the community. That's HOA. Not all single family homes have them. Depends on the areas that you're looking. So if we take and we move from single family home up to like a condo or a townhouse, those also will have an HOA. Those more often than not, I don't know that I've ever come across a condo that didn't have an HOA. So those more often than not will have a homeowners association. Single family homes, HOA fees can go anywhere. I've seen them from like 25 bucks a month all the way up to couple $1,000s a month depending on the amenities that they offer. So like if they have pools, tennis courts, fitness centers, things like that, then those fees will go up. Otherwise it's usually like the average is probably between $100 and $200 a month. If we go up and talk about like condos and townhomes, so that's different because you'll have multiple condos within the same building. So there might be 4 condos, 2 on the bottom floor, 2 on the top, and it's one roof that covers those, and it's one building. So usually the HOA covers the periodic maintenance and things like that for the building. So the roof needs replacement, the HOA covers that. If there is a leak that starts from the roof or in the walls, then usually the HOA is responsible for those types of repairs. Again, the HOA fees in those can vary depending on the amenities that are offered. Like some that offer swimming pools and fitness centers and clubhouses and security and concierge, those types of services usually will inflate the cost. And those in those situations, sometimes they'll cover like trash and water and sewer. So the only bills outside of your mortgage and your insurance would be like electricity is typically not covered. So they cover a bit more than what you would get in like a single family home because it does have multiple homes within the same building. So in that case, typically fees are anywhere from like $350 all the way up. They can go up to thousands of dollars depending on the amenities that they offer. So that's condo townhomes. So now we're going to talk about the third step, which is where you were kind of looking, and that's in mobile homes. So couple things about mobile homes. You do not own the land that it sits on. You just own the building or the home that sits on it. So the land is typically what they call space rent. They don't usually cover any sort of insurance or fees or any amenities. They might have a pool. Some cases it might include water and sewage, but usually you're responsible for your own utilities in that case. But the interesting thing about mobile homes is that financing for them have to go through special lenders. Part of that is that mobile homes actually have a lifespan of just about 20 years. So anything older than about 20 years, and it's almost impossible to get lending for them. So usually what that means is that not impossible, difficult to get lending on them. So what that means is that the pool of people who can afford that are much smaller. Usually it's cash only buyers. In in mobile homes, townhomes, and condos, townhomes, and single family homes, we can get lending from all over the place. Like you talk to Cherry Ann, she would be able to get us lending on condos, townhomes, and single family homes. Mobile homes require special lenders, so we would have to go to a smaller pool of lenders who could provide us financing. And interest rates typically on those are much higher than what you're seeing advertised or offered through other lenders. Again, it's a niche market. It's a very small pool of lenders who can lend on those types of homes. Let's see if what else. Oh, space rent. So here's where it really gets you, right. So we start to talk about like HOAs, right? The amenities go increase, so do the fees. When we look at space rent, typically that's a separate application process from actually applying to get a loan for the home. So you have to apply for the space rent to make sure that you have the credit worthiness in order to afford that. Although usually space rent is $1,200 a month and up. Typically, it exceeds what we see is exceeding $2,000 in this area per month. So usually, if you're looking at spending $1,800 on space rent, it would make more sense for you to wrap that extra $1,000 into your house payment and get a condo or a townhome where that interest is deductible, all sorts of benefits as far as the ownership and that. Also keep in mind the age factor for mobile homes. So let's say that you purchase a mobile home that's 15 years old and you live in it for 10 years and then you're looking to sell it. So at 15 years, it's still in that desirable state and they can get lending on it a bit easier. But once it reaches that age of 25, then lending on it becomes extremely difficult. So usually the prices end up coming down on those older mobile homes in order to accommodate those cash buyers for them. So that's kind of the explanation between the differences between the three types of homes that we see in this area. But I know that you are adjusting some of your plans and saving up and working really hard, and that's awesome. But when you're ready to pick up and start to take a look, or you have any questions, I'm here for you. Don't hesitate to reach out. I love answering questions about real estate and the different types of homes in the market. So I'm here for you. I hope that you kick off 2026 with a bang and really gear up and brace yourselves for an amazing year. Thanks so much for giving me your time, and I hope that this video is valuable and useful for you. All right, I'll talk to you later, and have a great one. Bye-bye.